Hello, folks. We've started another week here in Central Louisiana with a wasp cam here at Alexandria on Texas Street. They love this weather, so yeah, like you, they like to get out and run around, or in their case, fly around. Partly cloudy sky. We see the lower level clouds, some cumulus clouds right in here. These puffy clouds, they're moving in from the east northeast, but a little bit of high level clouds, probably about 20, 30,000 feet above the surface, moving in, starting to move in from the west. So that's what's going on with the satellite picture. We also see that down in St. Landry. We'll go down there and get us something good to eat. And then we'll take a look at the sky where we're mostly sunny, but we see a little bit of cloudiness down there, a little bit less than this way though. So we'll be talking about the following things over the next several minutes. I won't keep you too long with this. Token rain chances are in the 7-day forecast. We're not finished with the 90s today, though. The good news is that today will be the hottest day over the next 7. And tropical update. Still watching Imelda and Umberto. Let's check out radar here in central Louisiana. Not seeing anything on the local radar. It's another 0% day. You see on a regional scale, we have to go far and wide before we see much, if anything at all. Satellite and radar showing the two tropical systems positioned relative to each other here. This is Imelda, the tropical storm, and this is Umberto, the still major hurricane there. So you can see those just both poised off the east coast of the United States. And the good news is the upper level pattern, the weather pattern will favor Umberto, which is already starting a recurvature process to head out to the Atlantic, and the upper level pattern with kind of a trough coming in from the northwest, developing way up in Canada, and digging, as meteorologists call it, to the south and southeast. That coupled with influence from nearby Umberto will make a sharp turn away from the east coast. So that's great news. And here's some clouds we'll see come in central Louisiana for tonight and linger into tomorrow, but I don't see any rain out of that stuff. All right, so futurecast for tomorrow morning, back to work and school. I don't see any issues there. Going into the remainder of the day, coming back home by the evening hours. This model indicating a stray shower. I don't even have that in my forecast for tomorrow. And then going into Wednesday, likewise, no morning issues or anything like that. A quiet morning for you. So in relation to each other, we see one storm increasing in strength. We see another storm decreasing in strength there. So again, this is Imelda, and we can see the degrading satellite imagery there for what used to be Cat 5 Umberto there, but it's still a powerful hurricane despite the less than impressive satellite presentation that it had comparatively speaking. So notice that the recurvature process will be in good shape there by the middle of the week. Weakening trend continues, but it remains a hurricane for several more days there. It will brush Bermuda with some wind and some rain, a little surge and some rip currents and that kind of stuff. So major hurricane Umberto, 295 miles southwest of Bermuda, moving to the north-northwest, compensating 330 degrees at 13 miles an hour. Maximum day winds are 140. It's a little bit larger hurricane than most in the Atlantic basin, so it's a powerful storm. Pressure 27.85 inches. It is a Cat 4, and then turning to the east-northeast and accelerate by the middle of the week. So we should see that continue to weaken, but it remains a hurricane probably at least into Thursday. And Bermuda will feel some effects from this, from that tiny island nation. So tropical storm Imelda, let's check out that forecast as it makes Cat 1 strength, maybe Cat 2 as it's passing up not far from Bermuda. This is going to be a more impactful storm. So again, that poor island nation getting two storms, getting some outskirts of Umberto and a more direct hit from Imelda. So let me take a look at some of the information from this particular storm. It is 205 miles east-southeast of Cape Canaveral, Florida. It is moving due north of 360 degrees at 9 miles an hour, the exact movement that it had this time yesterday. So there's been no influence yet, but that's expected to happen. So maximum sustained winds are up to 65. It was 40 yesterday, so definitely intensification trend. Pressure down to 29.12. So we've got a storm which is getting better organized and getting stronger. There will be that sharp turn toward the east-northeast again and it will accelerate Tuesday from influence from Umberto, which is not all that far away to the east, and a digging trough out of Canada into the northeastern states and the northwestern Atlantic over the next couple of days. It is expected to become a hurricane tomorrow. Conditions are favorable for that. And if the effects from Umberto were not enough, a hurricane watch for Imelda is out for Bermuda this week. All right, so 7-day forecast. Let's come back home and see that we, in contrast to the active tropics, our weather pattern is not active. We'll see an increase in clouds tomorrow, mostly high and mid-level clouds, no rain with that. It'll still be a warm day and warmer in the morning, 67 and 89. We'll see a little bit of cool down for Wednesday morning back in the low to mid 60s, but we get 90 for a high as mostly sunny skies return. And we're back to partly cloudy Thursday. And I did put in a 20% out of that deal. There's another little disturbance coming in aloft. So I'm going to respect that with 20%. Then we get a couple of sunny days for Friday and Saturday. No issues for Friday evening football. I can already tell you that. Saturday looks beautiful. Only 10% for Sunday with a partly cloudy sky. 62 for Saturday morning will be nice. But you see temperatures are still above benchmark normals there as we head into the afternoon highs. 87, 88 for Saturday, Sunday at 89, 88 for Monday, and still a couple of days with 10% there on Sunday and Monday. But the good news is, in my opinion, that's a very reasonable forecast here as we close out September and start October during this 7-day period. All right, take care. Thanks for being with me. I think Nick will be able to stream in the morning. And of course, I'll do my thing again tomorrow evening and be in the forecast center. Hope your Tuesday is terrific, and thanks for your support for